They go at Eagle Farm, and here's Alan Thomas with Finnegan the favourite at 350.
He'll be pretty hard to beat too, I think, Finnegan. He just needs a touch of luck from that awkward gate here today. He did win here 3 runs back, beat A. Mace Gay. Then on Tats Day, Dutch Harry got him down right on the line when he got up on the fence in the shadows of the post. And then he was out of sorts and out of luck behind Scenic Peak at the Glasshouse, but he does go very good at the distance at Eagle Farm here. He's had 7 starts for 4 wins and 2 seconds at the mile. He's won 3 times on the track here. He races in black and white colours, Finnegan. He's black with a white sash and a white cap. Now, these horses have all been placed away once Ken Kankani completes the line. And he comes up the grey horse, and now they're set. Stand by for a start, Tattersall's Mile. Finnegan's the favourite, black and white colours, drawn the middle of the line. Lights go on, and they're away in the Tats Mile. A. Mace Gay was slow, and so was Prince Starlight. Finnegan began quickly, and so did Stormy Lodge and Kilimanjaro and the Kildare Kid. And when they settle fully into stride, it's Kilimanjaro just showing the Kildare Kid. Stormy Lodge gets to 3rd. Finnegan is coming over now. He'll lob in 4th position, 1 off the fence. Fetzgalance is going up outside him, 3 deep in the early part. Director's Special settles 6th on the inside of Wingrove. Capuna's a bit wide. Then Foscat inside Buster Jones. A. Mace Gay's next on the inside of Travis Gay going forward but wide from Bales, Prince Starlight, Ken Kankani. That umpire and last of all, Final Shuffle. Not a great deal of speed on to the 900 metres mark. Kilimanjaro won the Kildare Kid. Stormy Lodge races 3rd the fence. Fetzgalance wide. Finnegan getting a good run, the favourite. He's 5th the middle. The next horse, Capuna, Director's Specials on the rails. Then Wingrove and Bales is wide, and Travis Gay's out even wider. The next is Buster Jones, followed there by Foscat. Ken Kankani umpire pick up ground from A. Mace Gay, and then came Prince Starlight and Final Shuffle. They're homeward bound in the Tattersall's Mile, 4:50 to go. Kilimanjaro led from the Kildare Kid. Fetzgalance. Finnegan's looking for the run in the middle. Here's Capuna sprinting, so is Bales and Travis Gay, and Kankani's down the extreme outside. At the 200, Capuna with Fetzgalance after the Kildare Kid. Wingrove is getting into the clear. The Kildare Kid got up on the inside, grabbed the lead. The Kildare Kid in front of Capuna, Wingrove, Fetzgalance. The Kildare Kid's just in front. It won. The Kildare Kid from either Capuna, Wingrove or Fetzgalance. Then Finnegan, Stormy Lodge, A. Mace Gay. The next home was Final Shuffle, Ken Kankani. Travis Gay, Prince Starlight and Bales. Then came Kilimanjaro, umpire Buster Jones, Director's Special and Foscat. The Kildare Kid. Stand by for the judges' placings, but you'll find that Michael Rodd has done it again here. Number 4, you'll find the Kildare Kid was getting tired in the shadows of the post, but he got right through near the inside, grabbed the lead, and that will give Michael Rodd the feature race today and a winning treble. Number 4, the Kildare Kid, ridden by Michael Rodd, is first. Number 10, Wingrove. Michael Carson is second. 9, Capuna. Christian Reith third. And 5 is fourth, Fetzgalance, ridden by Vincent Caddy. So our first 4 numbers we want are 4, 10, 9 and 5.
Right, Alan, thank you. Rob Heathcote trains the winner, the Kildare Kid. We might be able to grab an interview with him shortly. Wingrove second, Capuna third. Larry, have you got Rob there?
Yeah, Rob's here, and he's it just keeps getting better, Rob. The Kildare Kid, was he your best chance in the race, or do you think so?
Oh, look, his work on Tuesday was okay. I actually worked him with Bales, and Bales shaded him on Tuesday. And to be honest, I probably fancied Bales a little bit on the Kildare Kid today, but it was a funny race, and full credit to Michael.
Yeah, what a good ride.
Oh, great ride. He stacked him up. He even let him get away on him, held him up, and just sprinted. Yeah. And, you know, the Kildare Kid deserves this race. I mean, he'd won more prize money than any horse in the race. He's run that many seconds, and he's done that many things wrong, and, you know, that moves him up near 400,000. He's been a super little horse. Great owners, just good for racing.
Yeah, it is. And as you say, Michael Rodd, there's just nothing. When I interviewed him before the race, he actually gave the Kildare Kid out as one of his best rides.
And you laughed at him.
No, I didn't.
Heard it. You heard it. No, that's Michael. I mean, he's a thorough professional, and, you know, he's a credit to racing, and I think all jockeys could model themselves off Michael. Yeah, great for racing.
And great for you too, that you've won another, well, what's this, listed race?
Oh, yeah, it's nice. I need the money.
Don't spend it.
Thanks, mate.
He's
The last few horses going into the stalls. Green Pick, the favourite, clearly the favourite. Costa's Delight is ready. And Rocky Glen going up. 9 runners in the 7th event. They're all locked away now. Green Pick is the favourite. Has drawn the inside stall. Peter Mertens with the ride. And they're ready for action. Race 7 of 8 at Moonee Valley. One a bit toey nearer the inside. Dr. Danzig has gone off a little bit. It's trapped itself in the gates there, Dr. Danzig. Fortunately, the back of the stall's open, so it was able to get out pretty much harmlessly. And the jockey out of the way pretty quickly. Brendan Fennick, as you would expect. Dr. Danzig is now backed out of the gates. Vet will be there having a look to see if there are any cuts or problems, soreness spots. Green Pick is the favourite at $2.40 on the Super Tab tote. Equal second picks at $4.10 are Soviet Draw and Old Man, numbers 1 and 2. And Spring Warrior, the next best, who won here 2 runs ago, is out to pretty good odds now at $5.90. Dr. Danzig trotted around behind the line. Previous event won by St. Stephen, made it back-to-back Dominant Hiskin Steeplechasers. The winner now of $1.62 million in prize money. What a revelation he's been for the jumping caper. 1.6 million he's won in prize money over the jumps. John Wheeler, the trainer. John had a Cox Plate winner, so he's achieved plenty. Brett Scott taking the ride on St. Stephen, back-to-back Dominant Hiskin Steeplechasers. He'll go for a break now, St. Stephen. A long way ahead, but they're looking at setting him for the same race he won in Japan. Now, Dr. Danzig, I think, is going to be scratched here. It's being led away from the start. Odds of about $42 it's going to come out. Green Pick will certainly be the substitute. Number 4. And scratching time 4:06. Vet's advice. So it's out officially. Number 6, Dr. Danzig. And they're in the starter's hands once again and ready for action. All clear given this time, and they're racing. Green Pick a little bit slow on the inside, but it didn't take long before he got up near the leaders. Soviet Draw, Spring Warrior away well, and so too out wide. Rocky Glen will work its way across and take up the running. Old Man is going to settle down 5th, and then Tom Bowler, Costa's Delight and Mr. Touchwood. Rocky Glen leads, and comfortably by the 1200 is 2 lengths in front. Spring Warrior second, another 2 lengths away, Soviet Draw. The favourite Green Pick is 4th on the rails, 1.5 to Old Man. Tom Bowler 3 deep. It's on the outside of the grey Costa's Delight, and the rails last is Mr. Touchwood. 1,100 metres to travel, and the leader is Rocky Glen, and it leads by 2 lengths to Spring Warrior. 4 lengths away, third Soviet Draw. Green Pick 4th, 1.5 to Old Man. Tom Bowler's trapped 3 wide. Mr. Touchwood on the rails, and Costa's Delight is back last. Rocky Glen is about to turn down the side of the track with 800 metres to travel, leading by 1.5 lengths on Spring Warrior, who's had a nice sit behind it. 2.5 lengths away, Soviet Draw. Green Pick on the rails 4th, and then Tom Bowler wider out from Old Man, Costa's Delight and Mr. Touchwood. Margin first to last is less than 6 lengths now. 600 left to travel, and Rocky Glen is being tackled by Spring Warrior. It ups the tempo now, Spring Warrior, and drew clear. Green Pick getting off the fence is running into it. Soviet Draw likewise. Tom Bowler struggling. Wider out on the track, Costa's Delight, then Old Man under the whip and Mr. Touchwood, but they're well bunched, and it's Spring Warrior 1.5 lengths in front of Soviet Draw. Green Pick hard in the inside, but it's sticking on, about to get a rails run, and then Costa's Delight turning for home. Spring Warrior led. Soviet Draw cutting it down. Green Pick's getting the run on the rails, the favourite. It's taking the short cut through. Green Pick has grabbed the lead, and he's going home strongly to win it. Green Pick scores. Second Soviet Draw and third Spring Warrior. They came clear of Costa's Delight 4th, then Old Man, Mr. Touchwood. Next home was Tom Bowler, and at the tail end of the field was the leader, Rocky Glen. Winner's time 1:41, and he's in terrific form. 3 wins in a row. Green Pick, number 4, Peter Mertens. And Peter probably was kept in a pocket, but he stuck to it, and the opening came on the rails, and the horse was good enough to take it. And once again, very strong on the line. All of his races, he seems to finish them off so well. 4, 1 and 3 are the numbers. Green Pick, the winner. 1, second, Soviet Draw. 3, Spring Warrior, third. 4th in number 7, Costa's Delight. And 5th, number 2, Old Man, but never really travelled good enough. It was clearly beaten out of the place. Winner's time 1:41, and the numbers are 4, 1 and 3. So it's been a pretty good day for the favourite punters today. A number of them have been successful, even those at pretty good odds. This one was a firm favourite, but did the job just the same. 250 and 130. Green Pick, 150 Soviet Draw and Spring Warrior. Quinella 450 on Super Tab, $7.10 Exacta, and a popular result for the trifecta, $24 and a bit. That.
Right, Danny, thanks. Quinella on the race, 450, Exacta 710, trifecta 2460, and that was the copybook ride by Peter. A minute away, we've got time to take a break.
Graham Tabby asking about the pronunciation of the race. Well, I'm just looking at the race book here, John. The Latin term now, it says, well, I would hazard a guess, say facimus a frangimus, means we make and we break, and it sums up the tasks that sappers undertake. And the Latin term ubique means everywhere. So military terminology for the last of the day has been the theme of race names throughout the day, which has been one highlighted by the performance of a Gay Waterhouse with 4 winners, and she has the favourite here. Spillway is currently $3.160 on the tote. Inclusion won the first, number 3 Chris Muntz, the second one Al Megdam Jim Cassidy, 3 Honey Rider Chris Muntz won the third, all Waterhouse trained horses. Pompaint won the fourth, number 5 Daryl McClellan for Gary White. Gay won the fifth with 5 Laguna Lake Jim Cassidy. Darren Beatman breathed a little bit easily when Skador got home in race 6, so he's only requiring 2 wins to nail Corey in the premiership now, with a ride here, of course, on Brewer, and then, of course, a full meeting on Wednesday at Warwick Farm. Skador for Johnny Hawkes, 1 race 6, and a superfine Ryan Wiggins. For Terry Ryan, won the previous. Now, the phone rings. There might be a problem over at the start because they're only just beginning to move them forward. Regal Zero. Anyway, there's a bit of action coming up here now. Looks as though we've got 2 late scratchings. So, Bruce, we've got 2 late scratchings. 2 and 4 Regal Zero and a Beale Hostess by order of the stewards, and I suppose we'd make that about 4:26 Eastern. Thank you. So there we have it. 2 late scratchings from the last of the day. And 2 Regal Zero and 4 Beale Hostess. Regal Zero was $22 on Tab Limited, and Beale Hostess was $10. So that's the reason that they hadn't started to put them into the stalls, and still no sign of same by the look of it. Madison was going to go in. So what happened to those horses, whether they were kicked at the barrier, I don't know. Now there's action. Culture Vulture is being led up now. So Spillway the favourite, and those 2 scratchings haven't come out of the pool at the moment. Spillway has had the 1 run from a lengthy spell and ran a good second here behind Shockaroo. Chris Muntz in the saddle. Chris, of course, has won 2 races today. Inclusion and Honey Rider. Jimmy Cassidy's had a double. Al Megdam and Laguna Lake. Darren Beedman on Skador, of course. Daryl McClellan, Pompey, and Ryan Wiggins, the previous superfine. Now here's Arabia walking forward. A glimmer that she might have been coming back into a bit of form with her run at Rose Hill the other day. Royal Circle is moving in now. Gwenda Markwell's got 2 in the last. Gwenda prepares Impreza and also Tyrrell. And Impreza goes in now. Darren Beedman on Brewer in the All Cerise. Now those 2 horses have come out of the pool. And number 3 Spillway is 280 and 140 in New South Wales. Number 5 at 430, that's Arabia, and 180. And number 8 Madison is 570 and 170, and the only other one under doubles is number 11, 740 about Brewer, and 210. Now Danaziva comes up, and we're just about right, not quite there. Well, Danaziva is, but not quite in as Tyrrell. Tyrrell still parading around behind the 1400 gates, repeating the late scratchings of numbers 2 Regal Zero and 4 Beale Hostess. And now a serious effort made for Tyrrell, and he's an old campaigner. He walks forward, Tyrrell. And a start is imminent in race 8, and there they go, and immediately Tyrrell went out the back. Arabia jumped very quickly, and so did Madison, and Madison settling leads Arabia and Spillway from Royal Circle. Behind those, Sin City, and then Culture Vulture, followed by Impreza and a couple to Danaziva. And then Braw getting back on the inside as they settle fully into stride. And last of all is Tyrrell. They work onto the course proper, and Madison leads clearly from the favourite Spillway. 2 lengths away, third is Impreza. A length and a half further back is on the inside Arabia. Royal Circle on its outside, and then comes Sin City between Danaziva deep and over racing. Culture Vulture the inside, and Braw and Tyrrell are the joint tail enders as they work their way down past the 700. Madison leads Spillway 3/4 of a length, about 4 lengths Impreza, 1 Arabia, more than a length the Danaziva and Royal Circle, Culture Vulture, Braw, Sin City, and Tyrrell's last. Down to the bend they run, 500 ahead of them here, little or no change in the order, and Madison will be first for home, leads by about a length on Spillway, 3 lengths to Arabia, a length further back is Danaziva, and then Impreza and Braw topping the rise now. Madison being shaken up, Spillway likewise, still a length and a half second. Danaziva and Beedman's Mount Braw is next, followed by Royal Circle, who's getting up on the inside, but Madison, 100 to go. He's travelling beautifully, Madison. He's 2 in front. Royal Circle is trying hard to bridge the gap, but it's all Madison, and Madison beat Royal Circle and Spillway from Braw, and then came Danaziva with Arabia, followed home then by Sin City, Tyrrell, Impreza, and near enough to last Culture Vulture. Official placings on race number 8 today, and victory has gone to number 8, Madison, ridden by Robbie Brewer. So Robbie, with Scott Pollard now sidelined, has taken out the Apprentices Premiership. Congratulations to him, with 1 meeting to go, of course. And Darren Beedman is 2 wins off winning the Jockeys Premiership with a winner here today. Number 8, Madison, waiting on the numbers. There they go. 8, 1, 3 and 11. 8 Madison, Rob Brewer has paid $5.50 and $1.70. He rode it very well. Number 1, Royal Circle, has paid $3.50, and third going to number 3, Spillway, has paid $1.40. Quinella $33.60, Exacta $55.30, Trifecta $175.20. The 8-1-3-11 first for $980.10. 125.24 the time. The winner is by Geiger Counter from Dappledorn, trained on the Gold Coast by Alan Bailey, and nicely ridden by Robbie Brewer. Waiting on all numbers for the Superfecta, and here they go. Number 10 ran 5th and number 5 ran 6th. It's 8, 1, 3, 11, 10 and 5. That Superfecta information not showing at the track. That will come to you from the studio the moment it's available. Repeating the late scratchings of 2 and 4, Regal 0 and Abil Hostess. And here's that dividend on the Superfecta. The jackpot carryover 9,571.92, and the margins are length and a quarter both ways. 125, 24, 36, 41, and we say bye-bye to you all.
He has an even bigger one when they win. Now, Alf's numbers 15, 6, 13 and 8, and let's listen to him now as he explains his reasons why.
Thanks, John. The lucky last. We'll try and give John Hawkes a little bit of a push along here with
Victor X, a clear-cut favourite here, $4 for the final event at Moonee Valley, and here's Dan Malecki to call the race.
Open race for the mares. Number 15, Victorix, who's actually a 3-year-old filly, but is the favourite, easing favourite just the same. There is money, though, for the West Australian mare Dedicated Miss, number 3. Still at good odds on Super Tab, is much less than that on track now. And Eldarch firming in again late in the market. Number 6, Eldarch, would run the second favourite. A bit of money at odds, though, for number 3, Dedicated Miss, has trimmed in a couple of points as well. One of the better back runners in the race. The last race at Moonee Valley over the 1600. Cranbourne Harness racing tonight in Victoria. Eldarch is in, Has to Be Kiri, the last one up. Close to a start in the final event. Has to Be Kiri, one of the outsiders. Goes up, and they're ready for action for race 8. 1600 the distance. Moonee Valley race 8. They're racing in the last event. Victorix jumped well over on the inside. Fortune Finder began well. It's handy with Pukahina. Shannon Royale ridden up towards the lead. El Darts, Lady of the Dance, one away. Has to be Kiri the widest. It's Pukahina going to the lead. Shannon Royale, it's outside. El Darts getting up to third from Fortune Finder. Has to be Kiri's out wide on the track going to that first turn from one away. Then Lady of the Dance. Victorix ending up about midfield on the inside. Peace Proposal in the middle. More than 2 lengths to Broker's Point. Then Splash of Love. Another 2 lengths to Be My Princess. Class Eulogies out 3 wide. Drifting back Dedicated Miss, and 3 lengths away Pride of the Buck. Has to be Kiri. Drew half a length in front of Pukahina with 1,000 to go. 2 lengths to Shannon Royale third. Another 2 lengths to Fortune Finder. Fifth is El Darts. 1.5 to 1 away. Then Victorix on the inside of Peace Proposal. Lady of the Dance is caught 3 deep. Another 2 lengths away Class Eulogy, who's been trapped 3 wide. From Splash of Love in the middle. Broker's Point the rails. Be My Princess is third last. Then Dedicated Miss, and Pride of the Buck is last. 800 left to go down the side. Has to be Kiri just in front of Pukahina. One away quickly going up to challenge now from Shannon Royale. El Darts is giving chase, and then came Lady of the Dance. Next Fortune Finder. Then Class Eulogy, Peace Proposal. Be My Princess well back, but one away. Scoots away. 2.5 lengths in front of El Darts, Shannon Royale. Then Pukahina. Class Eulogy battling on from Fortune Finder. But the grey one away. Slips away around the turn. Extends her lead. Is now 4 in front of El Darts. Then Class Eulogy, who's still making ground. Next came Shannon Royale. It's one away into the straight. 3 lengths in front. Eating up the ground is Class Eulogy. One away, a length in front. Class Eulogy's cutting it down. Class Eulogy going to one away. They'll hit it, and Class Eulogy won it. Class Eulogy finished on best to reel in one away. 4 lengths away, El Darts from Splash of Love next home. And then came Fortune Finder. Pride of the Buck passed a few. They were followed home by Dedicated Miss doing its best work late from Pukahina. Be My Princess, Victorix, and then Shannon Royale, Lady of the Dance, Broker's Point, Peace Proposal, and Has to be Kiri at the tail end. Good effort. Sat 3 wide all the way, but kept chasing determinedly. Class Eulogy, and with Greg Childs, has just got to one away in the shadows of the post, and third placing to number 6, which is El Darts. So the numbers on the last are 4, 8 and 6. The winner's time 140.3, and fourth in number 14, and that was Splash of Love. Good effort. She might go on with it, Class Eulogy. Tough effort to win the last, as one away certainly looked home for all money around the turn, leading 3 lengths of Moonee Valley at the 200 and getting cut down doesn't often happen. 690 and 290 Class Eulogy, 240 one away, 220 El Darts, Quinella of 29.20, Exacta 63.60, the trifecta 305.70, and the running double on a pair of 4s expects $16.40 on the last. That's at Moonee Valley. The placings 4, 8 and 6. Have a good afternoon. I look forward to your company a little later on from Cranbourne.
Danny Malecki broadcasting from Moonee Valley with Greg Childs on holidays, and I presume Dan will now make the dash to Cranbourne to call tonight's big harness racing card. Greg Childs, who's been on holiday, boots home a winner in the last at Moonee Valley in the Michael Moroney colours, a stable for which Childs has had a lot of success. Now, the last at Cheltenham, La Missionaire, $3. Even money.